21-year-old Bobbi Kristina Brown remains hospitalized at this hour. Friends and family members of the late Whitney Houston's daughter found her Saturday unresponsive in a bathtub.
Yeah, her loved ones have been by her side since at an Atlanta area hospital. Now, sources say she is in a medically induced coma, relying on a ventilator to help her breathe. Now, this comes nearly 3 years after Whitney Houston drowned in a hotel bathtub in Beverly Hills. Now, earlier, we spoke to Gerard Brown, Bobbi Kristina's cousin, about the family's efforts to keep Bobbi in everyone's thoughts and prayers.
Nobody knows what real shape she's in. All we could do right now is pray. And that's what I'm calling you guys and doing this interview with you guys. And it's only for that reason, to get the world behind this and behind us and behind Bobbi Kristina, a child of two iconic people that you guys grew to love, that you guys followed throughout your lives, that were inside your house, your homes, since you guys were kids, since I was a kid. And they've given us the best years of them. And we just ask you guys to show some compassion and just continue to pray for BK. That's all.
Well, joining us now on the phone from Atlanta is Entertainment Tonight correspondent and host Nischelle Turner. Hey, Nischelle, thanks for joining us.
Hey, Vlad, how are you? You're welcome.
Good. So what are you hearing about Bobbi Kristina's condition?
Well, the thing is, we're not hearing a lot. Our sources are telling us right now that, the family has been told to prepare for the worst, but to hope for a miracle and pray for the best. I also have sources that were telling me that it doesn't look good, and that when she was found on Saturday, she was in really bad shape. Now, since then, we haven't gotten an update on her condition. But again, we do know that it's very serious. We saw the police incident report. She was found face down in the water. What we don't know is how long she had been there, if she was completely submerged under the water. We do know she was not breathing at the time they found her. They did revive her, and she was breathing, but we also know that she was breathing on a ventilator, and that she has also been placed in a medically induced coma. So, one of the things that is, tough to think about is the family's worried that the longer she's placed in the medically induced coma, the less of a chance she has of coming out of that coma. So that's kind of where they are today. I did speak to a source close to Bobbi Brown this morning who said that basically all they're doing is playing the waiting game, and that's the family, and that they, that's all that they can do right now, and that they're just hoping and praying that a miracle happens.
Nischelle, I'm wondering if you know anything about, what her life has been like leading up to this. It's the 3rd-year anniversary of her mother's passing. There was that Lifetime movie, and I wasn't sure whether she was in support of that movie or not. Do we know?
She was not. She was not in support of that movie because she wanted to, Anne-Marie, she wanted to play her mother in that movie. And Angela Bassett, who was directing that movie, did not cast her in that role. She did not think she was right to play the role of her mother. So she wasn't in support of that. She did tweet out a couple of disparaging things earlier when the movie was coming out and when the movie was being made. But I have to tell you, her mother died when she was 18. And if you remember, and if you look at any pictures of when Whitney was alive, you saw a picture of Whitney, you saw Bobbi Kristina with her. You saw Bobbi Kristina, you saw Whitney with her. They were as thick as thieves and as close as a mother and daughter could be, those two. I mean, best friends and mother and daughter. I remember I covered Whitney Houston's death from the moment it happened. I was around the corner from the Beverly Hilton when we found out she died and was there within minutes. That night, Bobbi Kristina was overcome and had to be rushed to the hospital. I mean, this woman, it was like losing a part of herself. She hasn't been well since that. I mean, she's really been struggling. So to say she had kind of moved on with her life and was fine would not be the truth. She missed her mother dearly, like anybody would, but it was a little bit more because they literally were by each other's side every single day.
Well, hopefully she pulls through. She certainly is receiving a lot of prayers from all over the world, fans, friends, other famous people. Entertainment Tonight correspondent Nischelle Turner, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. Anytime, guys.
And I just remember also one of my favorite Whitney Houston songs, My Love Is Your Love. And at the very beginning of the song, you hear Bobbi Kristina's voice. She said, you sing, Mommy. She's just a little girl at the time. I mean, and as Nischelle says, they were so tight.
Yeah, it sort of gives you chills. You don't want to make these sort of eerie comparisons, but you can't help but to think about, you know, how her mother passed away, and, you know, hopefully things work out.